Right. Finally, hopefully, the start of this video is actually done. God damn, I've had 5 takes already. And every single time something's gone wrong. Bats, explosions, mothers, failings of bits of paper. God damn, I don't even know if that looked good because I didn't check on the camera first. Right. This is a blog for the month of November, which is this month. It's on the 28th. Why am I telling you this? It should say on the date. Oh, God. As the blooper video shows, my life is this entire blooper. Just the whole thing. And this music is actually starting to piss me off. Right. I need to focus. Okay. So many rants, so little time. And yet I've already done 3. Oh dear. That's not what I planned at all. I planned when I don't generally plan. Right. Updates. My hair is blue, and the right hand side refuses to stay down, so I look like I have devil horns. It's great. Nothing new about me particularly, except for my hair being blue. It's starting to come through brown at the bottom. I should mention that already. God, this is how long it has been since I've done a YouTube video. In fact, it's been this long since I stared directly at somebody, and it's a rather difficult prospect. Staring above or away to the side, because when you look at people and you tell them shit, they just get so angry so quickly. Right. Updates. Girlfriend, friends, I moved house. No, I'm kidding about that last one. Nothing new. Nothing new. What's the point in counting off on your fingers and toes? I mean, come on. See the sarcasm there. Been one of those weeks. You know, it's like everybody in the whole world has a cold. They're coughing, they're sneezing, they're choking, they have headaches, and of course they're passing it back and forth between each other, so you keep getting the worst version. Started off with a cold, with just a running nose, then a cough, now headaches, massive dose of painkillers. For fuck's sake, instead of going to the pub this dinner, we stayed in and one of my friends drank hot water with a painkiller dissolved in it. And we don't do shit like that. We go out and drink absinthe. Like a pint of 70% absinthe between 3 of us. We get a third of the bottle each and we're all wasted. That's what we do to get rid of the headache that is life. But when you have this cold headache, everything gets worse. Oh, I love the frog face. Right, rant today. What's the worst thing about this week so far? You know when you go into a bogs, and I know you don't want to hear this because, well, when someone says a sentence you know when to go into a bog, it doesn't really go good. It's probably usually about a condom machine or the state of something. You'd be like a man, you'd be like, you know when you go to the bathrooms, yeah? Doesn't it always stink of piss? Aye. Right, moving on. You go in, you walk into the cubicle, because standing at one of the urinals is just kind of like, you stand up, you stand there, right? You see? You stand there, and there's this poor bastard next to you, because, you know, when they're spaced out you get 3, and the rule is supposed to stand there, this one in the middle is to be at 3, this one over here is to be taken, so you stand there and you'll be like, you wouldn't move around, I'm showing you for the camera, you stand there and you'll be going, trying your best to hide it, which is great. It's like standing there, when you go to a urinal, it's like having a competition. Who can piss up the wall the highest? Who has the longest one? Or is it just a big weakness saying, hello, look, here's my dick, rip it off for me? Don't know where that came from. I shouldn't have drunk so much before I did this. Oh well, it'll be hilarious. Right, so you go into one of the cubicles instead, so that nothing like that happens. And you sit down, and you hear the door go behind you. Well, actually, you sit down and you stand up. I wouldn't sit down in a men's bog. Ever. Just don't touch anything. Except the tap, maybe. Yeah, that'd probably be the cleanest thing in the entire place. If you're lucky. Right, so you sit down, or you stand up, in my case, stand up. I don't know, why am I telling the details? God! Go into the cubicle. You unbuckle your trousers and you have someone else come in behind you and go into the other cubicle to your right. There's only 2 cubicles and you're in the one on the left, closest to the door. Therefore, when the explosion comes in, you won't get killed. Good logic, remember that if you're a guy. Right. And you hear the person pulling out a shitload of bugger up. Now either they've pissed themselves, thrown up, or something weird is going on. So you stand there like, Yeah, alright, what's going on? You half zip up because you don't want to believe that anything's going wrong. You still want the opportunity to be there if you need to go, but you don't want anything bad to happen either, so you're kind of half covering. And then you hear the tap run, and then as you're going to peer around the door, or over the door, depending on if the door has a lock, because in men's toilets we don't have locks some of the time, which is lovely. You gotta lean there with your foot edged up and pulling it up. This rant is about urinals. Oh god. The bastard throws the thing up in the air to try and bounce it off the wall and hit you in the face, and it misses completely, and you yell, "You miss!" And you chase out after the bugger, and you try and beat him up, but you can't find it. That was my week. It's not a pleasant experience. In the slightest. Actually, I'm going to segment this 1, 2, and 3. This is 1.